Let's begin our exploration of the women of Njáls saga with one of the most famous women in all of saga literature, Hallgerður. She is the daughter of a major landowner in Saga Age Iceland, a beautiful woman famous for her long, gorgeous hair, and rumored to be descended from Danish royalty. Sif Ríkharðsdóttir, professor in comparative literature at the University of Iceland, delves into the complex nature of this vivid character. Some readers have tended to dehumanize Hallgerður, claiming that she is selfish, cruel, and responsible for all three of her husband's downfalls. Another way of seeing it, however, is that she is a resilient, heroic woman who protects her honor fiercely and refuses to be disrespected by anyone. Does Njáls saga invite both these interpretations of Hallgerður's character, or is one more correct than the other?
I think Hallgerður is probably one of the most hated and the most loved of all saga characters throughout the history, since it was written or composed and up until today. And she was villainized for decades and centuries, really, in reading communities in medieval Iceland and in later centuries. And then, sort of in modern times, she's actually the attitude has changed quite a bit to her, and she's been hailed sort of as a proto-feminist in some sense, and I think both are valid in the sense that you have different connotations, different cultural values that feed into the interpretation of her as a character. What I think is perhaps significant is the authorial attitude towards her. It seems apparent that the author must have had a very conflicted relationship with this character that he was creating. So the author, I think, in some sense, he began with a character that seems to have expanded beyond the boundaries that were sort of created for her. And we can see this similarities to, for instance, Geoffrey of Chaucer's Wife of Bath, which is also a strong female character that seems to expand beyond her boundaries.